Hi everyone, this is Shannon from the irishscrapper.com, and today we are doing a very masculine birthday card for a special male in your life. This is very simple to do. I've kept it very plain because I think a lot of the men in my life just like very simple and clean. So that's where I was going with this card. So let's go ahead and show you how I created it. For our card base, we are using a piece of thick Whisper White. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of chocolate chip cardstock. This is 4 by 5 1/4. I have a piece of crumb cake, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And this is actually the piece that I am going to emboss using the pine wood planks. And I'm just going to put some chocolate chip ink directly on the embossing pad to create my background. So that's how I did that. If you have the background stamp, you could do that as well. The stamp set that I am using is Bubble Over. This is a wonderful, fun set. You can do so many things with it. I love the little images and the sentiments, and then that coordinates with the Bottles and Bubbles framelits. And then I am also using the word Celebrate from the Celebrate You Thinlits, which is one of our Celebration level 2 items. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll start with the embossing. And I will apologize, guys, for my voice. I've been under the weather, and it's just not, it's a slow process. Okay, so here's my planks embossing folder. This is the dynamic one, so this is the 6 by 6. So the sandwich is different. I am going to lay my cardstock in it this way, but I'm going to put my ink here. So let me open up my chocolate chip, and I'm just going to put this directly onto my folder. Okay, and you might get, you know, some darker spots, but I don't mind that. Okay, so I'm going to lay my paper in, make sure I'm straight. I'm going to close that, and we are going to just put one cutting plate on top of our platform in our folder, and we're going to run that through. Alright, there you go. So I'm just going to drop that out. And then what I do is I just grab a baby wipe and I just wipe out my folder right away. And it's very easy cleanup. And you'll be good to go. It's a fun little technique to try. So while we have the Big Shot out, I think we'll go ahead and do our die cutting. So I'm going to bring in my magnetic platform. I have my one cutting plate. I'm going to take the chocolate chip layer for our card, and I'm actually going to cut the bottles out of that. So I'm saving cardstock, right, versus using another piece. You could actually get probably about 4 bottles out of this piece. I did on my first one. So I'm just going to run this through. So I recommend, you know, cut the 4 out, right, and you'll have more for another project later on. It's not going to show on your card. Great little tip. Out of that, we're going to use this. Now we're going to go ahead and cut our little bottle top. Okay, so I have a piece of our silver foil here. I'm just going to lay that down. I'm going to cut the word Celebrate at the same time, since we're using the foil for that. We're going to need to cut our bottle top twice. Have a birthday brew. We're going to stamp that in the chocolate chip, and I'm going to stamp that twice, and then we are going to cut that out with one of the dies. Let me bring back our Big Shot. And then we have this little, we have a few options here. I am using this one to cut that piece for the center of the bottle. There, we got one. Let's do our other one. Now we have all of our elements for our card. Alright, so first we will go ahead and give our thick Whisper White a nice score. Nice tight score. We're going to lay down our back piece. So I'm just going to add my fast fuse in some of these wider spots. And that'll be plenty to hold this. Put some down this side. Okay. And then we will lay that on the front of our card. Now we can go ahead and take our embossed and inked wood background, and we will just cover that right up, just like that. Hopefully I don't get ink on my fingers. Alright, so we will take two of our bottles. We have our two little caps here, and then we have, whoops, our two little center pieces. I'm going to put some fast fuse on that and lay those down. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to take my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm going to put a touch of that on both bottles. And then I found for myself, once I drop it in, it's easier for me to just pick it up and make sure I'm straight. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here, just like that. Now, what I will tell you is I thought the bottles needed a little sponging. It just helped, I think, the look. So I'm going to take my sponge and my chocolate chip, and I'm just going to go around the edges, and it gives just enough deep look to make the bottle more real. I love that. Kind of get that shadow. And you could do this before you put down your white piece if you'd like. Completely up to you. Let me take a look. That looks pretty good. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a touch of fast fuse right here to the edge, because my two bottles are kind of overlapped like that. Okay, and then we're going to add our fast fuse, and then we're going to go ahead and lay that down. Okay, now we have our Celebrate here in the silver foil. I'm going to use that multi-purpose glue again on here. And I'm sure you can guess what I'm going to do next if you're one of my subscribers who watches my videos. I'm going to drop my block to hold that for me. And by the time I'm ready, it'll be stuck. So I'm going to bring in our metallic shapes. I have the silver ones here, and I'm going to put 2 stars just on the front. And you could put those however you want. Give that a nice press. And that completes our card. So super simple and clean, and I think perfect for men in your life. This set is so versatile. I'm going to do some more projects with it this week that I will post either with videos or on my Facebook page. So feel free to follow me there as well. If you'd like to purchase any of today's supplies, head on over to the description of this video. You will find a full supply list. And don't forget to use the January Hostess code if placing an order under $150. If you're going to place an order over $150, do not use that Hostess code so that you can earn your own rewards as well as your celebration items. So it's a great time to do some shopping, and I really think this is a great set, guys, to have in your collection. So thanks again for watching, and I look forward to being back with you real soon. Bye-bye.